What'd you say your name was, sugar?
Red Dick.
Hit it, Dick.
Hey, boys! Look what I got here!
Hey, where are the white women at?
Stop this disgraceful exhibition immediately!
Howdy, Outriders, Sam here. What you just watched is the Western with its boots off and its dignity in the wash. The spoofs, the send-ups, the rowdy ones that grabbed the lonesome hero myth by the collar and gave it a good shake. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 of them, and there's one near the top half that you're all going to swear I ranked wrong, and I'll be in the comments waiting for you to be yelling at me. All right, let's ride.
Have you ever seen such cruelty?
I've been very concerned about my men's libidos until you so conveniently came on the scene.
I'm afraid I don't understand, sir. Are you speaking English? SOS English?
Poontang, poontang. Is that any clearer, little lady?
This here is the filthy one, and I'll try and keep it as clean as I can while I talk about it. Now the setup that pays off the picture, there's a fortune buried in gold, and the map to this is tattooed in 2 halves across 2 different ladies' backsides. So you watch like every fellow in town do the math on how you go about reading a complete map.
Thank you, Jesus.
One of the highlights of this flick is the saloon rendition of South of My Border, sung by Divine.
Hit it, Dick. These lips were made for kiss, and these hips were made for bliss, and these arms.
It's actually kind of wild that that's a high point. But now, if you've seen this movie, you all remember when the gang rides off into the desert to do something awful to Divine, and then you see what she done to them in the aftermath.
How about you little Mexican chihuahua?
No, lady, por favor, ya no, please, go away, don't bother me. Qué bruto, vieja hija de la
What
chingada.
a bunch of deadbeats.
I'll try not to say too many words about this, but just ask you, who's the weaker sex now, huh, fellas?
Always the little one's got something to prove.
Critics, they said this one forgot to pack a screenplay. And bless them, they're right. It's lower than a snake's belly. But for that one payoff, I think we should allow it.
I ain't Juliet, and you certainly ain't Romeo. Ooh, what a body. At least you're awake.
Oh, Rosie, you got everything a man could want.
Well, let's see if you have what I want.
She hits. No wagons getting through, no supplies?
And no whiskey.
You know.
Yep. Come on me 2 days ago. We gotta have a plan.
What kind of plan, Oracle?
Now let me just, thank you.
So this whole movie's just like one big, dumb, beautiful idea.
Yes, we are.
You got yourself a wagon train hauling 40 barrels of whiskey to some snowed-in miners. And then you got the cavalry, a temperance army, and the local Indian tribe all just racing to grab it. And the single best thing in this movie? It's the dust storm. Every side is stumbling around blind in the sand, firing at shapes, shooting at each other, shooting at nothing. And the narrator, he's just describing the whole fiasco, dead solemn, like it's a wildlife picture. Then there's 2 fellows who quietly steal the thing out from under Burt Lancaster's nose. Donald Pleasance, he's the Oracle, and he's an old soothsayer who can read the future just fine as long as he's got enough lubrication in him first.
I see a wagon train, a whole wagon train loaded up with whiskey coming down on us from Julesburg.
Now, just some honest words here, because this is the one folks scrap over the hardest. It's a one-joke idea stretched for nearly 3 hours, and plenty of people tap out halfway. But when the dust storm hits, there's gold in them hills. You just gotta pan it for a while to get to it.
Ladies, You have heard it said that man is all mouth and muscle, that he is dirty boots on one end and a dirty mind on the other. Well, don't you believe it?
Who is this? Judge Burke.
I am the mayor.
You better keep away from my horse. You ain't seen a mare in 3 weeks.
Now, the British made a Western a decade before Mel Brooks, and they told you exactly what kind of movie it'd be in the first 60 seconds. The rumpo kid, he rides into town, guns down 3 men dead in the street, holsters up and mutters,
I wonder what they wanted.
There's Sid James, who needs some money, so he excuses himself from the saloon, robs the bank across the street, and then strolls right back into his drink. Charles Hawtrey turns up as the chief.
Big Chief, me, powwow.
I say you do talk funny. You must be foreigners.
There's even a scene where he crawls out of a teepee that doubles as an outhouse. And one of my favorite actors in this flick is Angela Douglas playing Annie Oakley, especially when she's fighting off a whole stagecoach raid single-handedly, pure Liberty Valance, while every other man in this picture just trips over his own bootlaces. So here's my honest beat on it. Sid James called this one of his favorite of all the carry-ons he ever made, and you can feel exactly why. There's a looseness in this thing, just a bunch of pros having a ball, and that joy soaks through in every frame. You should check it out the next time you're taking a bath.
Come in.
All right, lady, get back your biker.
I thought you were the chambermaid.
I am.
All right, I got like 2 more movies to talk about, but I bet you've got a few Western comedies you think I should have included in this video. Well, guess what? You go put those in the comments, and I'll make a part 2 with your choices. All right, let's get back into it.
This is my new squaw, Kitty Cater. I bought her for 2 buffalo skins.
How? Never mind how. Where?
He's coming! And he's standing in the saddle!
Standing in the saddle?
So the whole joke of this one is a singing cowboy who knows he's in a B-Western.
Is this one of those really tough bars? Oh, let me have a large glass of warm gin served with a human hair in it.
Coming up.
You just watch what Rex does in a gunfight. He won't kill a soul.
If you or your men draw on me, I'll shoot each man in the hand.
He just shoots the pistol clean out of their hands every time, like it's nothing.
In the hand?
That's right.
Not in the face or the chest?
Nope.
I don't like the idea of getting shot in the hand.
Then there's his wardrobe.
Where in the hell do you get that shirt?
I mean, this man hauls a full armoire behind him across the plains because a hero's got to have options. And he owns 10 of the exact same fancy shirts. And you just keep your eye on Andy Griffith as the bad guy, playing a villain so soft and friendly he could menace a barn cat.
Meantime, why don't you all come in, make yourselves comfortable, and we'll gab about it.
Well, we can't, Colonel. We have to, go to town, see the doctor about our hands,
And it's a weeknight.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Good night.
Now, just to be straight, outside the bits, there's not much of a picture here.
It's a tough town.
And it's slower than pouring molasses uphill in January. But Berenger plays that cowboy stone cold serious while the whole world's a cartoon around him. And that's a thing I respect. Never winking. It's decent campfire company and not one cow rustled in the whole movie. That's the joke too.
Just shoot, okay? Well, hell, we're going to be here all day.
The Camptown ladies sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. The Camptown racetrack 5 miles long, all the doo-dah day.
And here's the mountain, the one everything else gets measured against, the one with more bits per minute than any Western ever made.
What
in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
You know, one of my favorite scenes is when a whole crew of them cowpokes are eating a mess of beans, and Brooks commits to the single most childish sound gag in movie history with the full force of a major studio blowing behind him. Then you got Madeline Kahn just doing Marlene.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome, come on in.
She's a world-weary and wrecked woman, purring that she's just so tired, and it was a bit so good it got her a real Oscar nomination.
Here I stand, the goddess of desire, set men on fire. I have this power.
You know, then you got Hedley Lamar, played by Harvey Korman.
Well, that's where we go riding into town. A whopping and a whopping. Every living thing that moves within an inch of its life. Except the women folks, of course.
You spare the women?
No, we rape the shit out of them at the number 6 dance later on.
Just fretting over the worst gang of villains ever lined up at a registration desk. But the scene that blew people away back in '74, it was the finale, where Brooks tears the fourth wall clean off its hinges, and the brawl comes busting right out of the Western and crashes onto the soundstage next door. Nobody had the nerve to do that, and most still don't.
What in the hell do you think you're doing here? This is a closed set.
Piss on you. I'm working for Mel Brooks.
Not in the face.
Cleavon Little, he played Bart, and he's the black sheriff dropped into a town that nobody wants him in. And he's part Shaft and part Bugs Bunny, and always a step ahead and never once cocky about it.
Hold it. The next man makes a move, gets it.
And he's partnered up with the legend, Gene Wilder. And somehow those two make them townsfolk stand back and look at what they built together and start respecting their new sheriff.
Good morning, ma'am. And isn't it a lovely morning?
Up yours.
You see, a spoof's a love letter wearing a whoopee cushion. Not everybody hears the love under the honk, though. Some folks, they only catch the noise. But the ones who grew up in the dark of a drive-in, letting that myth wash over them, well, they hear the whole thing. The laugh and the reverence come from the same place. These pictures poke fun at the Western, because they couldn't quit loving it. Same as me. All right, lock and load, partners, and keep the reels a-rolling.
How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart?
I'd say you've had enough.